Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Second down, here's Chubb again. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Mayfield off the play fake. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. So on 4th down, here's the Scottish Hammer, Jamie Gillen, to punt for the Browns. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 38. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Rashad Bateman there, but now it'll be third down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On third down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Jackson now. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Mayfield on play action. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield rolling to his right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb.
In to make the stop, Patrick Queen, the linebacker, the Ravens' leading tackler in 2020. No score after one on EA Sports. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Play fake. Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sideline?
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by John Johnson. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. It's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
That one, 28 yards on the ground. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, if anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Edwards. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A run for Nick Chubb, and not much running room. Down to the 32. Calais Campbell on the stop. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield buying time to his left. Now Mayfield lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Mayfield. Flush to his right.
Over to Hooper on the sideline.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On the ground, it's Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half.
Jackson on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson flushed out right. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Hey, check. 3 down. Check three.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the 2nd half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Sliding out of the... And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Parkey adds the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 2nd and 11 now. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson eluding the pressure right. This is caught by Evans. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball,
he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards, his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 47 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy, because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The
offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Out to his left. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. He'll buy some time right. He'll find Bateman once more. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On 2nd down, Dobbins, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year 2 leap. Now the lead runner for the Baltimore Ravens.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The defense has been on the field a long time now, and after a run like that, they've got to feel like they're almost on roller skates and getting pushed backwards on just about every snap.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Tucker now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
On 3rd down, Mayfield
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return, Devin Duvernay. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 26-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play, really.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So with a lead now at 4, they'll try to go for 2 to at least get it to 6 with a 2-point conversion. Jackson to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Here's Baker. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. He's got Landry. And they will get the conversion on fourth down to stay alive, but time not an ally. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Mayfield to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip, try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were